Hi guys, today's charity shop find, what is it, Wednesday the 18th of June, St Peter's Hospice. I couldn't believe it, they put it in a plastic bag. I thought they'd been banned from doing that nowadays, unless you paid for a plastic bag. Anyway, just one of those ones that has lots of moving parts that I like looking at. Oh, looks like it might even have flashing LEDs. Didn't expect that. It's one of those bump and go, so that will turn and change direction when it bangs up against something. Could do with a bit of cleaning, so we'll do that. It's got batteries in it. Well, that brings back memories. I'll see if I can find a link to one of my really old videos. Plays the same tune. Oh, that's funny, that is. Anyway, yeah, we'll take it apart, clean it up, donate it back to another charity shop. Oh, I didn't actually show it all moving, did I? Let's have a look at the bits moving. Ah, right, I see. Quite a selection of sounds there. Yeah, we want to take that off and clean it. Don't know if we actually want to look inside any more than that. I think we can see everything. Anyway. Well, we could have a look inside. Just get me screwdriver. Alright, magnet on a bit of blue tack to catch the screws. Move the camera back a bit so we can see what we're doing. Don't need to take it fully apart just to clean that, but we will take it apart anyway, just so we can have a look inside. Okay. Oh, plastic covers for the side LEDs. I wonder if I'll be able to remember how to put it back together again if we undo all the rest of it. Look like they're all the same size screws, that's handy. Sometimes YouTube tries to classify my videos as made for kids because they're toys, but I don't think kids should be taking them apart like this. Okay, electric motor. There's our little circuit board that will have the sound chip. It's all on a black blob in there, so I won't bother taking that apart. A lot of what that black blob will be doing will be powering the LEDs, although I think they're automatic light changing, I would think, so I don't think it needs to do any clever light sequencing other than maybe just making them flash. That's the gear box for that bit. And that one, worm gear, must be driving that one, which that would sit on top of there. Okay, so what was holding the motor in place? That's interesting. Is it fitting? Yeah, that's where the motor fits. So then that gear there, how does that drive? Ah, I see. Right. Yeah, it would actually also fit. Those wires are going to break off. They're thin. That's going to fit down there. If I get it in position right. There we go. Right, let's move that a bit closer so we can see. So, motor turns, drives that gear, which drives that gear, which drives that gear. Also, that gear drives that gear. That one there is the one that's driving down through here to drive the wheels underneath. We'll have a look at that separately. So, worm gear, so gives you a very low ratio to turn that one, so say turns that one turns that one, and turns that one, and then that one is the one that turns the green and orange one there, which have no particular purpose other than to make things look pretty. So that will turn around that way, that one will turn around that way, that crown gear there also turns this lot, which is a simulation of a petrol engine or diesel engine if you want to be that way. So you've got your pistons going up and down and your crankshaft up the middle and your fan on the front to cool it. Oh, that's lovely. And then these up the side are not driven by the motor at all, they're just driven by the car moving along. So there's no connection between these wheels and the electric motor. Same on the other side. On-off switch, speaker. And how many LEDs? 5 LEDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm surprised they've got those LEDs pointing in that direction. I suppose that makes it easier to put it together. They're actually, the light has to come out of the base of the LED rather than the top to go into the headlights. It works, it clearly works, but that's odd. Right, we'll put this back together and then we'll take that apart to clean it. Not terribly important, but there is actually a little ridge just there to align the LED to hold it in place when this bit goes on. It just popped out. Got the wires caught. There we go. Oh, it's slipped out again. Or has it? Yeah, I think it slipped out. All right, well, I'll sort that out. But yeah, there is a little ridge there to align the LED. Another little point I've noticed putting it back together, there's no insulation on these solder joints. So potentially that could short out on the metal framework. Or metal chassis of the motor anyway. Quick check before I put the top back on. Right, that seems all right. So we'll put the top back on and then we'll open that up and clear the hair out of it. Top back on. Okay, so I will clean the hair out of the way and off there. We'll give it a run. If you're not familiar with the way they work, that's the gear that's being turned by the motor. And normally that will be turning this axle and the car will be going forwards. But if the car bumps into something and it can't go forwards, then because this is all free to turn, it will automatically turn off at an angle and the car will shoot off sideways. I just thought I'd show, if you're trying to clear the hair from behind here, underneath here, we could take it apart again and pull the axle apart or the shaft apart and lift this right off. But a bit of rough old string, get that under there if you can. Yeah. I've actually already done this, so we're not going to get much off now. But having done it, I thought I should have recorded it. But that'll rub through the hair that's caught up there and clean it up. Oh, I can see a little bit there. It's now formed into a ball. Okay, so that's doing that job. So we've cleaned that. So that can go back in there. And that one hooked over there. And the screw. So we'll go and give it a run in the kitchen. A little bit darker here anyway, so we should be able to see the lights. That's having a bit of a tendency to go left, isn't it? It's picked up plenty of dust off my floor anyway. That didn't take long. But it works. I might have a little look, see if there's anything I can do to free it up. Make it go forwards a bit more. I don't know whether it's... No, it's not the wheels dragging. It just seems to be able to turn easier than it should do. It shouldn't be turning that easy. It should have to hit something before it turns. In fact, if I hadn't cleaned it, it probably would have been stiffer turning. But because I've cleaned it, it's spinning around easier than it should do. Right, I've sprayed some lithium grease in there. Yeah, still tending to go left. Never mind, it works. So that can go back to another charity shop now. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.